all going to be destroyed in this upcoming destruction.
Really quick.
What did you say? 2 Corinthians 5:10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Yahushua, that everyone may receive the things done in his body, according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad.
Right. So just think about it. What is the Most High going to see when you stand? What is Yahushua going to see when you stand before him in judgment? Because he better see a reflection of himself. Because if he doesn't see a reflection of himself, and he sees who you are, he understands. Yeah, he gonna know your heart, and your heart was desperately wicked, and he gonna destroy you within that.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Right. See that? Because people think because ain't nothing happened to them right now, ain't nothing happened yet, that they in good case. But the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is a God of long suffering. So he'll do like how the police do down at the beach. They'll let you rack up about 14, 15 charges before they come and get you. You see that? They'll let you accumulate. The Lord let you accumulate within your sin to the point that they're getting comfortable in it. And they don't see the need to change. And so now when they get caught in their security, that security that they have is going to lead them all the way to their destruction.
It says, therefore, the heart of the sons of man is fully set in them to do evil.
See that? That's their mind is fully set to do evil because judgment ain't come speedily. Because the Lord is prolonging the judgment. But that goes into 2 Peter 2:9. The Lord knows how to deliver the godly out of temptation and to reserve the unjust to the day of judgment to be punished.
It says, though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear God.
Right. So it's a sinner going to sin 100 times and have prolonged days. So you don't think it's going to be well for those that repent and turn back to the Lord? It's going to be great for us, but it's going to be terrible for them because they're going to die in their iniquities, man.
It says, which fear before him, but it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feared not before God.
Right, because they think right there talking about prolong his days, meaning they're not going to get salvation. See that? But the righteous are going to have prolonged days after this. See that? But the wicked are going to be cut off. So he comes to deliver those that repented and turned back to him of the children of Israel and destroy the rest.
You got one? Go ahead. Bring it up.
This is 2 Esdras chapter 9 verse 10. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain. So kind of just going into what the bishop said, though they have despised the law of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, even though they have benefits and they receive everything in this lifetime, they're not going to be able to receive salvation for the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Just because a person driving a fancy car and got a big house, whatever the third, don't mean they blessed. You know what I'm saying? Just because they got money in their bank account don't mean they blessed. If you don't have the riches of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you're not really blessed. The truth of the Lord is what really blesses. Knowing and understanding what you need to do to please him. You know what I mean? Other than that, you walking around here, you may have money or whatever, but every step you take, you pissing the Lord off.
Bob Marley said it best. Bob Marley said it best. People be so broke, all they got is money.
This is Zephaniah 1:18. Y'all got it too. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of Yahweh's wrath.
Right.
But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land.
So your Tyler Perry's or whoever the hell is not calling upon the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, no matter what money they make, no matter whatever it is, they're gonna die. They're gonna get burned right with that money.
There's gonna be so many people that think that they're gonna be able to buy their way out of the Lord's judgment. They think they're gonna be able to flee out of the midst of Babylon via a plane or a ship. or something like that, they think they're going to get away from the judgment of the Lord from that way. But ultimately, you know, they flee from a bear and they meet a lion. They flee from the lion and they think they get rest inside of this shelter, and a snake bite them. You know, I'll get it. Where's that?
Read up.
Yeah, get it right here.
This is Romans 2:11. Yeah, Romans 2:11. For there is no respect of persons with Yahweh.
Hey, he ain't sparing judgment because you this or you that. Hey, you gonna get it just like it's written. If you, on the right or on the left, you're gonna get that right hand reward or that left hand.
Hey, God, going back to 2 Chronicles 36, when he gave them over to the hands of the Chaldeans, man. It said he gave over to both old, young, stood tall and stood for it, whatever the case may be. It doesn't matter your status quo, man. If you're doing opposing to the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh, what he has established, it's gonna be a punishment for you, man. Like I said earlier, man. Hey, it's rules and regulations, all right, for everything that's going on. For instance, all right, you got your house set up, man, and you got rules and regulations set up in that house, all right. Hey, I don't want your feet on the couch. So you come in there, bump this couch, Of course, it's going to be a consequence for you breaking those rules, man. Same thing with the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh, but you're not taking heed to what he said, man. You're going to have to abide by those consequences, all right. With his consequences, what it's going to be, whether you be number two short, whether it be famine, pestilence, or at most those ICBMs, man, intercontinental ballistic missiles.
The Lord is not a respecter of persons, and the proof of that is all of Israel didn't sin or off, but we all went to bondage. We all lost our heritage. We all forgot who we was as a people.
You gotta tell them. Lift them up, let that hear. Y'all speak up a little bit, man.
Come on. Yeah, we all lost our heritage and our identity as a people, walking around here calling ourselves by bywords, proverbs, you know what I'm saying? All these things that was done. All of Israel didn't go off, but all of us had to accept that punishment. You know what I'm saying? All of us received that judgment. And that's how the Lord, he operate, he'll judge individuals as well as whole nations. So ain't no getting out of it.
Hey, where you think grandma got it from? Hey, one of y'all act up, all y'all getting you up. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it come from the progenitor, which is the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh, man. So with that being said, hey, all of us had to suffer as a consequence for one bad apple spoiled a whole bunch, man. But not in the case when it comes to salvation, man. Hey, all Israel is going to get saved, but it's going to be have to by way of that ass whooping. You know, hey, so with that being said, the same must know it after death by pain, as the brother brought out earlier.
And for the record, all of Israel did sin. The only one out of Israel that didn't sin was Yahweh Shai. We all went off. You know what I'm saying? So we all deserve punishment. But the Lord is made a way for a select few to turn back. You know, and don't think because he had pity on a select few that he's gonna have pity on the other ones because they're of Israel. No. If they didn't turn back to Yahweh by Shema Shai, they're gonna be destroyed right on with these heathens. They're gonna get a heathen's reward.
Hey, Con, going back to the point earlier, hey, that silver nor that gold will not be able to suffice in the day of judgment, man. So that's why the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai give you that warning before destruction through the mouth of his prophets, man. Hey, this is a different alternative route that you need to take in order to obtain salvation. But nah, hey, I've been doing this for so long, I've been getting blessed this whole time, Hey, how you think I got this mega mansion? How you think I got these cars, blase, blase? The Lord been watching over me. The Lord know my heart. Yes, it's deceitful above all things. Who can know it? That's why I'm telling you to get off that path and hop on this path, man. Get off that track, get onto this track. But yet they don't want to do that, man. They don't want to be corrected. They don't want to change. So with that being said, that's why they're going to be numbered to the sword, man. Let the wicked be wicked still, let the righteous be righteous still, man. So you don't want to take heed to the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai now. Hey, shit, you're going to be numbered to the sword later, man.
So like when Esau is confronted with an issue or problem, they like to try to throw money at it. But see, money is not going to deliver anybody. You can't say when the Lord's about to show up, you can't let me go get my checkbook. That ain't gonna work. But ain't no amount of money or check you can write to deliver you from the wrath of Yahweh by Shema Shai. The only thing that can deliver you from that is you being appointed to salvation.
That's that Roman mythology, man, where they weigh the balances when you go down to Hades and all that crazy crap, man.
Yeah.
You know, that has nothing to do with our Lord and Savior, man.
Hey, well, if you want to store those heavenly riches, man, hey, the right way. So with that being said, you can't take this shit that you build up on this side with you. So what you want to do, you want to build up those riches righteously, man. So with that being said, henceforth, the perfect example set before you right now. We're storing up heavenly riches right now. So that's what's going to guarantee us to get that. That's what's going to guarantee us to get a possible seed of salvation, man. So that's why we get out here and do what we do, you know.
Appreciate it. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 19. It says, they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity. So for them to put that trust into that gold, their silver, that dollar, their investments, their 401ks, their Roth IRAs, all of that, it's not going to suffice them, because that will not prepare them for the mental stress they would have to endure in that day. And the only way you can get that is if you have the spirit of truth, if you have the armor of light, and you can only get that by confessing and following after Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
And you said something, mental stress. People under mental stress right now, people, going to therapy, people are talking about mental health a lot more and everything. They're taking mental health days and everything like that. But imagine how much more stress is going to be put on people's mental, on their spirit, when the calamities befall this place.
Precept, it's you. Revelation 6 and 17. For the great day of Yahweh's wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
Hey, and you gotta pray that we're gonna be able to stand and be made more precious than fine gold, to be made a rock in a weary place, so like it continue.
Yeah, it said, who shall be able to stand, right?
Come on.
And it says, Isaiah 33 and 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times,
Right.
and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure.
Hey, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of that time, man. So who have the knowledge and wisdom of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to be able to stand within that time, man, within that day. Why? Because we're going to have the righteous. Hey, shit. What's the word I'm looking for? We're going to have the righteous, basically. Hey, that
Cover.
Hey, we're gonna run with them. They just as fine. So yeah, we'll have that righteous covering within that day to be able to stand up, man.
Ephesians 6 and 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh,
Hey, God, there we go.
that ye may be able to withstand the evil day, and having done all to stand. Don't lose the point, bro. Don't lose the
Hey,
point.
God, man. So with that being said, we're gonna put on the whole armor of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That way we can be able to withstand the wiles of the devil and everything that's coming towards us, man. So anything brought upon us will be covered by the covering of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So we'll be able to stand, man. So with that being said, anything that Esau has put before us and going to bring before us, hey, as scripture say, no weapon formed against thee shall prosper, man. Why is that? Why? Because we have that impenetrable armor of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. If the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is on my side, whom shall I fear? Who can be against me? The whole world can be against me. The whole universe can be against us, man. But who's going to be able to conquer and beat us, man?
Proverbs 3 and 7. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear Yahweh and depart from evil. It shall be health to thy navel and marrow to thy bones. Be strong.
Be not wise in thy own eyes. Don't be like, oh, the Lord gave me this, or don't be lifted up with pride. Ultimately, all right. Lean unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
They always say that blessed and highly favored.
Right.
The Lord talk to me all the time.
Right.
Hey, come on, man. Also, hey, be not wise in thy own eyes. Don't feel like you can go be able to get yourself out of any situation, man.
Right.
All right, for instance, when salvation comes, the day of trouble, all right, when that's presented in front of you, man. Oh yeah, I've been locking up on ammo this whole time, this, that, and the third, whatever the case may be. the sword not going to be able to save you within that time, man. It's going to have to be that covering of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that's going to be able to deliver you within that time, man. Because guess what, man? Hey, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua control the fall, man. So therefore, if you don't have that true proper covering of the Lord, and you just going out willy-nilly, going out on your own whim, oh yeah, I'll be able to handle myself. Not leaning to the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Hey, not the strapped up. Keep the strap on and stay protected. Nah, man, the righteous runneth into the Lord and is safe, man. So with that being said, we cast all our care and trust into the Lord and protect it within those times, man.
You got Ephesians 6:14. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, take the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
Hey, Con, hey, you can start back from the top one more time for Barbershop.
Verse 13. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand.
Hey, Con, man, so we're going to have on that whole armor like the Leviathan, man, impenetrable, nothing can penetrate. So by us having that whole armor of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua on, hey, nothing can come against us. Anything brought upon us, hey, we'll be able to withstand it, man. Why? Because we standing on top of the faith and the foundation of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man, covered within this cover. You keep going, Barbershop.
Stand therefore, having your loins girt about.
Hey, standing up front with your loins girded about, man. Hey, having your vitals protected with the truth of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man.
Yep. And having on the breastplate of righteousness.
Hey, the breastplate of righteousness, man. Nothing can come in, nothing can penetrate it. Arrow shot, those fiery darts of the wicked when they're being shot, hey, nothing can penetrate us. Why? Because we have that chest plate of the Lord on, man. So nothing can be able to stop us, all right? No weapon, once again, formed against thee shall prosper, all right?
All right.
You got any more?
It says, stand therefore, somebody get Psalm 91. I'm about to go there, but I'm gonna read. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness. Somebody get that? That truth shall be their shield and buckler. It's right there, I think, verse 2, verse 3. Psalm 91.
Yeah, in Psalm 91, verse 2, I will say the Lord Yahweh, he is my refuge, my fortress, my power, in him will I trust.
Verse 4. Go on to verse 4.
Now, verse 3, surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
There you go. God. Hey, the truth shall be thy shield and buckler, man. Hey, so with that being said, by us trusting and casting our care to the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, the truth is going to be our shield and buckler, man. So anything, hey, the incredulity of 2/3 of our people and also these heathens, hey, their disbelief is going to be able to do nothing for us, man, except for boost our belief. By you not believing makes me believe more. Why? Because what I believe in is showing that you're going to trying to come up contrary against it to try to knock it down, man. As the brother was saying before, hey, if they can't destroy the foundation, they're going to try to sneak in and try to break a window, man. So if they can't take the faith away, shit, they're going to try to get you to not believe in yourself. All right, hey, man, what make you think that? Why you feel that way? How you know that's true? Because I'm out here doing it. That's all that makes sense. The spirit. I can't sit here and show you oxygen, so therefore I can't even show you the spirit. So guess what? We believe that you out here breathing. So that's the same way I'm getting out here doing my teaching, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's in me, not on me, you know? So
Romans 3:3. Wow. That's deep, man. All right, because you can't see the air, but you believe it's there. You can't see the air, but you believe it exists by what it moves. And we're being moved by the Spirit. You know? So Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect? Yahweh forbid. Yea, let Yahweh be true, but every man a liar. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
Hey, come on, man. Hey, so what if some did not believe, man? Hey, that doesn't mean nothing, all right? Just because you don't believe, that's not going to trump my faith that I have in the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. By you not believing, once again, that makes me believe more. Why? Because, hey, this is a faithfulness generation, man. Hey, ye generations of vipers, all right? You're not going to trust in the Lord, man. Hey, so with that being said, hey, also too, hey, I know I followed the Lord through regeneration, because therefore, if I'm doing it now, I was doing it back then. So therefore, just because you don't believe, hey, the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua says his word shall not return unto him void. Let every man be made alive, but let the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua be true, man. So therefore, hey, scripture, the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, through time after time, been proving himself by way of prophecy. But your disbelief ain't been showing that, but you spewing out the words out the side of your neck, man.
That's for you. 2 Timothy 2:13. If we believe not, yet he abideth faithful. He cannot deny himself.
Right. God. He cannot deny himself.
Hey, I can't hold on. I can't even get that one out.
Right. Hey, God.
Hey, hold on, grab that one. Hold on. Hey,
That's right. The Lord can't deny himself. He's a witness unto himself. The only thing he's doing is showing the humanity his existence. He's a witness unto himself, so he cannot deny himself. So therefore, his word shall not return unto him void. But anything that speaks like what did it say? Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. That sanctification separates the truth from the lie, separates the light from the darkness. And he's a witness unto himself, so he cannot deny himself. And he's a God that he cannot lie. So you mean to tell me all this stuff is coming to pass, right? That we've been speaking about in the beginning. That at the end, where we say salvation comes, he gonna stop right there.
Hey, come. Okay, all right. Hey, it's just like, all right. And from my standpoint, man. Hey, it's just like shit. I believe it because I'm actually doing it. I was in a position just like you. Well, I ain't know nothing. So now that I'm here, I'm doing it, man. You know, so that's why I believe. That's why I know it's true. Because I was just once before in the unknowing. Now I'm knowing. So that's why I believe and that's why I do it.
Worked you on that one, didn't we?
Hey, yeah.
Anybody got any precepts?
I got to fix it.
All right. This is Joshua. All right, and I brought this out. I forget what was said, but it was something about, pretty much going into the main lesson. Main topic of the lesson is awaking. All right, awaking out of the darkness of this place, and being brought into the light and majesty of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. This is Judges, chapter 7. I'm gonna start at verse 19, and I'm gonna jump to verse 24. It says, and Joshua said unto Achan, my son, give, I pray thee, glory to Yahweh, power of Israel, and make confession unto him, and tell me now, what thou hast done, hide it not from me. And Achan answered Joshua and said, indeed, I have sinned against Yahweh, power of Israel, and thus I have done, and thus have I done. When I saw among the spoils a goodly Babylonish garment, and 200 shekels of silver, and a wedge of gold of 50 shekels weight, and I coveted them. And that's what a lot of our people are caught up in, the coveting of the garments of Babylon and the covering of carnal riches right now. And they are hid in the earth in the midst of my tent, and the silver under it. All right, jumping to verse 24. And Joshua and all Israel, and with him took Achan the son of Zerah, and the silver, and the garment, and the wedge of gold, and his sons, and his daughters, and his oxen, and his asses, and his sheep, and his tent, and all that he had. They brought them unto the valley of Echer. And Joshua said, why hast thou troubled us? And this is the first time Israel lost a battle against a heathen or against their enemies after they came out of Egypt. So they were really wondering why the Lord forsook them. And it was also because this individual forsook the Lord. All right.
That go along with how the Lord, he not only coming back to judge nations, but he coming to judge individuals as well.
Gone.
I think that's probably why he would have brought that out.
Gone.
Like earlier that was spoken upon.
Gone.
To where that individual, Achan, the Lord narrowed it down to his tribe, to his house, to him.
To his sons, to his daughters, to his sheep.
Precise judgment.
Gone. Precise judgment.
Hey, going back, separating the sheep from the goat. The example that you had gave last week. Once the goat come through, hey, so if you ain't been doing the things that are pleasing to the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, what he do? Hit the switch. then put the goat to the left, the sheep to the right. So with that being said, man, you got a specific, matter of fact, hey, how I go, hey, the Lord got a bullet with your name on it. No matter where you go at, you go get it.
Right. Verse 25, and Joshua said, why hast thou troubled us? And Yahweh shall trouble thee this day. And all Israel stoned him with stones and burned them with fire. And after they had stoned him with stones, they raised over him a great heap of stones unto this day, so that Yahweh turned from the fierceness of his anger, wherefore the name of this place was called the Valley of Acre unto this day. So we have to make sure that we're not looked at with anger by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's why right now is the high time to awake out of sleep, all right, and to walk in the light of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, because now was the time to awake, pretty much.
Right, but now there's a separation. See, we ain't gonna lose no battle because 2/3 of our people are out here in the world.
Right.
Bull crap. The Lord gonna just turn the judgment on them.
Right.
We ain't gonna lose nothing.
Right.
As long as we stay on that steady course of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and that road to salvation, we don't lose. 2/3 of our people, they lose, but then they still win because they get to be born into the kingdom.
Right.
But they just have to be cut off on this side.
Hey, Con, I don't remember who it was, either Nat Turner or Harriet Tubman, man. Hey, basically, this is just on a bigger scale, all right, a spiritual scale. They asked, who all want to be saved? I mean, who all want freedom? Step over here.
Oh, that was Harriet Tubman.
Okay, yeah, Con, all right, there we go. Harriet Tubman, all right. Who all want freedom? Step over here. Whoever want to stay here with Master, stay over there. All right, cool. Everybody that want freedom, the first thing to freedom, what we got to do is get rid of the ones that don't want to be free.
I thought that was Nat Turner. I thought it was Nat Turner.
Okay, Con. All right, Con. Hey, so with that being said, man, hey, that's the same thing that the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is doing, man. Hey, if you don't want to be freed right now, shit, you ain't finna stay here in captivity, because guess what? We finna get rid of this, we finna get rid of the man that's in charge of the big house, all right, the White House. It doesn't care how you want to take it, man. So with that being said, hey, if a ruler hearkens to lies, all of his servants are wicked. Now, if you want to stay here with this wicked ruler, hey, your ass going down right along with him, man.
And one thing that Harriet Tubman did say, she said she would have freed a lot more slaves if they had known they were slaves. You got people that are sitting in the system don't understand and not understanding that the oppression that this system does. This oppression on this people, this system does to people, have people turn against their family, man.
Hey, Con, and then when they a check short shit, they wonder why they so mad, because you're being oppressed. Hey, sure, oppression makes a wise man mad. So once you don't get what you're not here being oppressed for, hey, you mad, man. Shit. Why? Because you know, hey, it's a chain of command. By you not getting out here what you've been working for, you done missed all this time out the house. Hey, guess what? The household finna be down, breathing down your back. So damn, by them breathing down your back, you gotta go get on somebody else's ass. Man. Hey, so yeah, you go be mad. Why? Because surely oppressing make a wise man mad.
And that's twofold. Look at the oppressor. That mad means foolish and boastful. See, the oppression make a wise man mad. The scriptures say he was wiser than Daniel, and through his trafficking, he has got much gain through the slave trade, through the economic system that's set up today. Instead of you would think that he would be wise enough to be like, okay, I done enough. Let me slack up a little bit. But no, he put more pressure on the people, and he started boasting and bragging about the things that he's doing. So he's become mad and foolish, and that foolishness is going to lead him all the way to destruction too. He can't even see that he's going to be destroyed with all the amount. He don't even see the oppression coming right back on him with all the oppression that he's done in the earth.
Hey, Con, like that one meme with the coyote chasing the one bird, man, going off the cliff. The bird done took flight. The coyote done jumped off the cliff. He ain't got nowhere to land except to his
unaliving.
Yeah, there you go. Con, to his unaliving, man. Same thing with Esau. They so fixated on chasing Jacob, man. They don't even realize that the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua gave us wings to be able to haul ass and get away from him, man. So by them chasing us, it's going to lead them to their demise, you know.
This is Zechariah chapter 1, verse 2. The Lord hath been sore displeased with your fathers. Therefore say thou unto them, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, turn ye unto me, saith Yahweh of hosts, and I will turn unto you, saith Yahweh of hosts. Be ye not as your fathers. All right, don't be as as the ones that came out of Egypt and wanted to go back because they wanted 3 hots and a cot. All right, they ain't want to dwell in the wilderness and truly get away from Egypt. Come on. Be not as your fathers,
unto whom the former prophets have cried, saying, Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, turn ye now from your evil ways. So right now is a high time to wake out of sleep and turn from your evil ways. All right. And Kal Halayim Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, if you're watching this and you have turned from your evil ways, and if you're watching this and you haven't, right now is the time to turn from your evil ways. All right. From your evil doings. But they do not hear nor hearken unto me, saith the Lord. And there's a lot of individuals, 2/3 of our people, who hear these things, all right, but they're not hearkening unto the Lord. They're not truly eating the bread and drinking the water. They're just tossing it aside. They want to eat the slop and the filth of Esau.
This is Ezekiel chapter 33, and I'm gonna start at verse 31. It says, And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will do them not. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their own covetousness.
Right. Hey, come on. Hey, and when you read that scripture, the first thing I thought of was a Christian in church. You know, they be hooting and dancing and stuff like that. They doing all that, saying they love the Lord and His Spirit is full of, is within Him and stuff like that. But ultimately, that's not what it is. All right, they say that they're for the Lord, but you can tell by the fruits that their tree is bearing. All right, they're just full of pride, full of arrogance, and full of malice, full of wickedness.
Verse 32, it says, And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song, one that hath a pleasant voice, and can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but they do them not. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them.
Right. So people are going to know that, oh, there were those individuals that was talking about the downfall of America. All right, because America is about to be destroyed in this thermonuclear destruction of World War III. And when that time comes, people are going to know, wow, those men were actually speaking the words of the Lord. They were speaking of things that were going to happen before their time, before the time that they were set to happen. All right, so right now, right now is the time to wake out of sleep. You have more on that?
If I may, just to back that up, we're out here on the highways and byways talking about the downfall of this wicked kingdom, and here we are in the time of a government shutdown.
Yeah, right.
Year after year after year, you're having these government shutdowns here in Babylon the Great, also known as America. When in times past, where have you ever heard of empires talking about a government shutdown? Yahweh and the prophets would talk about the whole kingdom falling, but they would talk about a shutdown. So that just lets you know this place is about to be taken off the map.
Right, it's going to be shut down.
And look at the convenience of it too.
Yeah, right.
You know that 3-eye atlas?
Gone.
They don't know what it is. They say it could be a craft or something out there.
They're really leaning on it being, a chariot, pretty much.
Right. Well, today they were supposed to come out with photos of it because it's passing Mars.
Gone.
They can't do it because NASA's shut down.
Gone.
Very
convenient.
So they're just passing by,
right?
And they get up close photos of it. Probably about 200 million kilometers away from Mars, and they're gonna be able to see it, but we can't see it because everything's shut down.
We can
see it.
Right.
We still got Europe. They still got satellites and stuff too.
Hey, Con, for some people, let's go back to Isaiah 33:6. Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of our time, man. Because with what the elder just said, that's going to create a sense of panic for some people out there, man.
Yeah.
Oh no, we don't know what's out there, whatever the case may be. Yeah. Whatever it is, we know it's of the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. And whatever it is, by us doing the things that are pleasing to the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, we know we're off in a better standard than those that are not, man. Right. So therefore, it wouldn't give us a sense of fear off the strength that the Lord beforehand, He didn't give us the spirit of fear, man. So therefore, we have nothing to worry about, man. So that's why, once again, going back to the brother's point of bringing out Isaiah 33:6 earlier, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy time, man. A lot of people ain't gonna want to come outside, man. It take about 3-5 days to get from Mars to Earth, whatever the case may be. I don't want to go out there and catch a glimpse of it. Pump all that, man. The Lord didn't give us a spirit of fear. Go take a peek, take a gander, see what's going on, man, so you can learn something. What's up?
Anybody got any scriptures?
What's up?
All right, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 6 and verse 18. It says, My son,
gather instruction from thy youth up. So shalt thou find wisdom to thy own age. And I was just bringing that in because going to the point, awaken. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have knowledge, wisdom, understanding to be awake. You can't be out here, you know, dumbfounded and not knowing anything because you're not gonna be able to know what's going on. You know, but the scriptures say to gather instruction, man. So hearing and hearkening to Yahweh Shah's counsels, his spokesman. All right. The scripture says to what? Let me get it real quick. I'm gonna go down to verse 23. It says, "Give ear, my son, receive my advice and refuse not my counsel." So we're supposed to be wearing out the footsteps of the counselman of the Lord, man. All right, seeking Him be times, man. Because why? It's evil days that's coming ahead, man. So we gotta know, all right, what's ahead, all right, and how to know what's ahead is by seeking Yahweh Shah, seeking His words, all right, reading, all right. Scripture says, "Blessed is he that readeth," man. You know.
Anybody else have any precepts? Bring up. None.
I got one.
Yeah, come on with it.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 15. And it reads, because we was going into the fear of the Lord, right? Which is the wisdom, right? It says, "They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men. For as his majesty is, so is his mercies." So I'm just going into that basically to cover what the lesson is about, man. You know, the fear of the Lord is going to be the stability of that times, man. Having that wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the Lord, keeping you sane, keeping your mind right, and dealing with the Lord and doing the work and keeping the faith, right? And that are also, and the people that have the fear of the Lord are going to be the ones that stay on that straight and narrow.
Hey, Con, hey, if you don't mind, you can bring the first two precepts.
Yeah, I was about to say, this all these hands of the Lord.
Oh God, this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 15. They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word.
Hey, Con, they that fear the Lord will not disobey his word for the reason why. Hey, those that you fear, for instance, looking at it like a parent, man, you're not gonna disobey their word. Why? Because you know their love, their compassion, but mostly you know their wrath. You know, with that being said, man. So you're not gonna disobey their word. Why? Because you don't want to experience that wrath of that parent, man. Same thing with the Lord by him being our spiritual parent, man.
And they that love him will keep his ways.
Hey, on the flip side, now that you love him, you're going to do what's pleasing to him, man. And you're going to do what's pleasing to him. Why? Because, hey, what puts you into being respectful? What puts you into being what's the word I'm looking for? What makes you listen? Fear.
Obedience.
The Lord struck fear into us, the fear of him, but not the fear of this world, but he put the fear of him into us. So therefore, by us fearing him, we're going to do what's pleasing to him. Why? We don't want to see what Al-Ashar you got, though. Hey, we want those crowns and then receive those palms, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, keep going. I wanted it. Keep going.
Okay.
I like
verse 16. They that fear the Lord, they that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him.
You gonna seek to do what's pleasing to the Lord, and keep going. The point I want to hear is the hands.
And they that love him shall be filled with the law. They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men.
God, hey, because the hands of the Lord is where you find rest. You're gonna, the hands of men, that's gonna lead you to that prison house, concentration camp, whatever the case may be. Hey, but the Lord, he what he say, he got to expect it in, because he know the things that he got set and planned for us. You know what I'm saying? We haven't expected in with Yahweh Shemel Shah. In the hands of our enemies, we already see what they're gonna give us. We already know. We already lived it.
And falling into the hands of men will lead you to this, which is going to cause that perfect heat to hit you. You know, get you caught by one of the missiles, and that's falling into the hands of men. We'd rather fall into the hands of the Lord, so we can be called up in that day when He say, "Come up here."
Then we'll look like that one right there.
Come on, I wanted to pull it up, but I was like, "Nah, I ain't gonna." But yeah. That's falling into the hands of the Lord on the wicked side, right? For judgment.
That's why he asked.
Anybody else got any precepts though?
This is Isaiah chapter 50, verse 10. Who is among you that feareth Yahweh, that obeyeth the voice of his servant, that walketh in darkness and hath no light? All right, that's a lot of our people. All right, that are walking in darkness and have no light. Let him trust in the name of the Lord, showing that the name is important. The Father's name being Yahweh and the Son's name being Yahweh Shai, and stay upon his power. All right, so
that's talking about the ones that repent.
Okay.
It said who fear the Lord and walk in the darkness have no light, but they fear the Lord, they're gonna be restored into that light.
Gone.
See that? So 2/3 of our people are just gonna continue to walk in darkness.
Gone.
They're not gonna be exposed to that light. They
Right.
say let him stay upon the Lord, meaning let him lean upon the Lord. Let the Lord be his stability.
Right. All right, we have to stay upon the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We want people talk about, you know, in the world of technology, they talk about an unlimited power source, something that they don't have to make a machine move for, something that can just power something, you know, eternally. All right, you want eternal power. That's the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. The scriptures talk about eternity so much. All right, you want an eternal power source? All right, you go to the source, the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Look at the source.
The source, here, come on.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 6. Going back to the original point. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation. And speaking to the point, so that's our hope. Our hope is the hope of salvation. And that's a hope that the heathen don't have. Okay, so we got to wake up out of our sleep. At least we have the chance to wake up out of our sleep and see salvation. The heathen don't even have that choice. You know? So we got, what does it say? You got to put on the breastplate of faith and love, for an helmet, the hope of salvation. So we got to be covered with this hope that we're in right now. All right? We can't be leaning one way or the other. Put our trust and faith in Yahweh while Yahweh Shai and run the race. That's it. That's all we got to do.
Burden is life.
Okay.
Anybody got something? Hey, brother, you got any questions you want to ask?
Definitely. How y'all doing today, folks?
Good.
I know y'all probably like it's a different person with them all the time, right?
That's good. That's beautiful.
Your young daughter said, "What's current?" She said, "What is that?"
Yes.
When you say
Like
Yes, I guess.
okay. Like okay, yes.
Yeah, and the opposite would be la'ah. That would be no.
La'ah.
Yeah.
Alright.
L-A-A-H. La'ah.
We were also explaining, trying to explain God's name and Jesus' name. So if you would definitely explain that so we could be clear on it.
All right.
Father's name is Yahweh, meaning Yah, meaning he. Hawa means existing or to be. And his son's name, that's the one they ignorantly call Jehovah. His son's name is Yahweh Shai, which means he, Yahweh Shai means deliver. He delivers. He exists, he delivers. Yahweh and Yahweh Shai.
You want to definitely look at the stuff? This has definitely been intrigued.
We got any flyers?
So if there can be some explanation as we go through, my wife and I already kind of.
She got the YouTube channel on that?
I don't think we shared it yet, but I definitely will share it to her today.
Go through all the videos and get lost in the sauce.
Good sauce. Good sauce.
Good marinades.
Right? Yeah. Put the
Not
food.
Mondo.
Right, not Mondo Burger. You get that homemade good burger sauce.
And you know that the one whom they ignorantly call JC, Yahweh Shai, you know he's a so-called black man.
Correct. How you doing? You have a question?
Yeah, keep rolling.
Any other questions, Maddie?
And the this brother right here. This is Luke chapter 10, and I'm gonna start at verse 21. It says, "In that hour Yahushua rejoiced in spirit and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, that thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto us." It's like, and hast revealed them unto babes, even so, Father, for so it seemed so good in thy sight. All things are delivered to me of my Father, and no man knoweth who the Son is but the Father. So no man knoweth who the Son is but the Father. No man know who Yahushua is but Yahweh. Right? It says, and no man knoweth who the Son is but the Father, and who the Father is but the Son, and he to whom the Son will reveal him. And no man know who the Father is but the Son. Nobody know who Yahweh is but Yahushua, and to whom else Yahushua revealed themselves to. So going to John 17.
Who the Father reveals Yahushua to.
There we go. It's like, so who they reveal themselves to, that's the only people who will be able to know. So going to John chapter 17, verse 6 and 26, it goes to where the Lord Yahushua is praying to the Father Yahweh, where he's speaking on the men that was given to him out of the world, and those men out of the world, he revealed the names to them. So it's only a select few, going like the Psalms 9 and 9, and they that know thy name will put their trust into thee. So it differentiates the ones that know and the ones that don't know the name of the Lord. So the name is not given to everybody. Why? Because that's what salvation has come through. The name of the Lord that was brought out earlier, Romans 10 and 13, for whosoever call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved, man. So with that being said, it's just not, oh yeah, I called on him, yeah, I'm gonna obtain salvation. Now you got to do the things that come with that. It comes with love. Love is the action word, so you got to follow out the actions that come with that just by knowing his name. So everybody ain't gonna know the name, only a select few, the elect, the men, women, and children that believe in sincerity too as well. So what it say? Why asks thou my name, seeing that it is a secret? What Judges 13?
I was just looking it up.
I mean,
Basically doing the things that are necessary to be done to obtain salvation. It takes more than just knowing the name, because there's going to be plenty that know the name and get rejected by the Lord. You know, you got to understand that not only by knowing the name, you got to know the truth. You know, you got to have your mind sealed with the truth. If your mind's not sealed with the truth, you're going to fall subject to vanity. You're not going to be able to seek that righteous path. You're going to be pulled aside by any waiver of doctrine, or by losing faith, being impatient. The Lord ain't showed up yet, you know, trying to rush him. Yeah, we hasten the day of his coming, but we understand that the Lord is on his own type of time. So we have to wait upon him until he rises up against the fray and literally, physically free us from the bondage that we're in. He mentally freed us from that bondage by giving us the truth. Now we don't have our mind filled with lies. So we gotta empty out all the foolishness that we were taught growing up, to the point where we become new creatures in the Lord and move forward, filling our minds with righteousness. That's what it's really talking about in Ephesians chapter 6, when it says put on the whole armor. When it says gird thy loins with truth, and loins is another representation of your mind. So you have to have your mind sealed, and you have the mind filled with truth. If you got your mind filled with truth, ain't gonna be no room for no foolishness to come in. You know, basically, and that's what's gonna lead us all the way down, because you're gonna start witnessing everybody. Man, these people really believe this lie, and you're gonna start to feel special on this earth. You're gonna feel the love of the Lord just by knowing the truth. Going back to what he said, nobody knows the Father save the Son, and nobody knows the Son save the Father. And nobody can understand the Son except the Father draw them to the Son. So you got to go through Yahushua to understand who Yahweh is. But you can't go to Yahushua unless Yahweh draws you to Yahushua. See that? So you got to, it all goes, everybody was handpicked by the Most High, Yahweh.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 1. Therefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not.
Right, so we have this ministry, we have the truth. Like it's rejuvenated, it's refreshing. So we don't get tired and weary. We don't faint. The ones that have faint, they weren't girded with truth. The ones that give up, they weren't girded with truth. There was some form of some foolishness in their mind that caused them to go astray. Right?
But have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty.
Right. So we renouncing the hidden thing. That all this, people don't even understand the lies that they believe in, but we're exposing it. We're renouncing the hidden things all right, of darkness, pretty much. Go ahead.
Not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of the Most High deceitfully.
Where, you know, people use this word like the scripture deceitfully to gain money, you know, gain status, you know, to look good among men. But we're not using crafty ways. Well, we use the Lord's craft. But when it's talking about crafty right there, crafty could mean wise or mean malicious also. But we're not using the word of the Lord maliciously. We're using it in a righteous way, the way it's supposed to be used.
But by manifestation of the truth.
By manifestation of the truth. We're exposing the truth in amongst the lies. As, you know, the politician Rand Paul, one thing that he said was real heavy. He said, truth is treason in a world full of lies. See that? Truth is treason in a world filled with lies. And that is true. But because we're looked at as they say we teach hate. They say that we cause division. They say that the Lord loves everybody. Well, that's not true. Because we're looked at as the enemy. We're looked at as the problem on earth because people are so indoctrinated with lies that they can't understand the truth. So what does it say in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2? It said, for that cause, the Lord turned them over to strong delusion that they shall believe a lie, that they all should be damned that did not receive the love of the truth. That's how you know the Lord loves us, because he gives us the truth. That's true love. True hate is to lie to somebody. If you hide the truth to somebody, you really hate that individual. That's why they took away all our records. They took everything away from us because they didn't want us to understand the truth. That's how much hatred that Esau has towards us.
1 Corinthians 4:11. Even unto this hour we both hunger and thirst and are naked and are buffeted and have no certain dwelling places and labor, working with our own hands. Being reviled, we bless. Being persecuted, we suffer it.
Right, just like how Yahushua did. He was persecuted, but he still gave no railing accusation against nobody. He said that he went on the cross and said, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. We're led as sheep to the slaughter on a daily basis. But still, even though we get ridiculed and persecuted, we still bless those. He said, bless those that curse you.
Yeah, we
love those that hate you.
We're blessing them with the truth. Being defamed, we entreat. We are made.
Being defamed, we increase.
Right? We entreat.
Increase. What is increase?
Entreat. Somebody can look it up. Somebody look at the word entreat. Yeah.
Oh yeah, entreating is like giving somebody something. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, it's not. It's like kissing up to him. It's like being kind to him.
Is it like someone? It says ask someone earnestly.
With kindness.
Right, what?
It says ask someone earnestly.
It's like asking somebody earnestly for something.
Or anxiously to do something.
Yeah, I mean, we continue to plead with them. Yep.
But we don't trim our ways to seek love, though.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, the call's still going up.
The call's still going out. We're still with the same unison voice. It's still going out. We're not gonna, because they despise what we're saying, we're not gonna talk softer or refrain from saying certain words, because the Lord will judge us for that. He said, "Cursed be the man that draweth not his sword for blood." Like we're literally here to give people their judgment or their chance of salvation. That's it.
It says, being defamed, or warn people of their judgment. Being defamed, we entreat. We are made the filth of the world and the offscouring of all things unto this present day.
Right, so we're looked at as filthy things. But the Lord said, in the places that we're all put to shame, we shall get praises there. All right, for what? Doing this work, man. We receive that reward of a prophet's reward, and those that listen to a prophet will receive that prophet's reward. So that's why we love those that hate us, bless those that curse us. But we ain't talking about the other nations, though.
Revelations 2:9, I know that works, and tribulation, and poverty.
All right, so now just like, you know how like you had a job, and well, you know, you can tell when the supervisor's around, everybody start working real good. Right? Think about it. We look at it. We can look at it as if Yahweh Shai is looking. Yahweh Bashim Shai is looking at us at all times. So he knows our works. He knows the work that we're doing because he sent us out here to do it. And he knows the tribulation that he goes to because he sent the tribulation towards us too. and he knows our poverty because he set this whole thing up for us to go through these straits. right? But he's explaining to us we're still rich though. And, but it's the understanding what that richness is. The world doesn't understand, but we understand.
You know, the world says all the time it's not. You know, it's what the inside matters. You know, the inside counts. The outside, you know, doesn't. But at the same time, they say that with their mouth, but what they portray, what they put power into in their actions, is you know, pretty much lifting up carnality, putting holding high vanity and haughtiness. All right, but truly, that spiritual richness is what really matters. All right, that richness of one's spirit, right? The cultivation of a person's spirit is what truly matters in this place.
We carried nothing into this world. We should carry nothing out. It said, I know thy work, but he said, our works follow us. I know thy works, and I know the blasphemy. Wait, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Right. You know, that goes for 2/3 of our people saying that they bless of the Lord and they worship the Lord, they lying. That goes to them Khazars that are over there in the land today saying that they Jews, they lying. Right? So, but they're the worshipers of Satan. Everybody's gonna realize outside of the elect of Israel, they're gonna realize the whole time they've been worshiping Satan. Which Satan means adversary. They've been being adverse to the true power of Yahweh by Yahushua. And they're gonna have to learn it the hard way because they weren't chosen to get an understanding through his word. So they're gonna have to get an understanding through his wrath.
Yeah.
So understanding what true riches are, right? That's the whole concept. What are riches? Right? What are riches? True riches are having the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh by Yahushua. Dave Chappelle had a stand-up, right? He was talking about how he wanted to go to a dance and his father didn't have the money to give him so he could go to the dance. And he ran off and ran into his room. He's like, I hate being poor. His father says some shit. He's like, David, you are not poor. Poor is a mindset and a mentality. See that? We have the richest mindset on this earth. You know? Because we are blessed with the spiritual tokens of Yahweh by Yahushua, the angels. See what I'm saying? That's true riches. Everybody else, poor. We just broke right now. That's it.
Speak for yourself, brother. Proverbs 8:10. Receive my instruction and not silver, knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired, all things that may be desired are not to. All the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it.
Well, check this out, prime example. When Solomon was on this earth, right? You had the Queen of Sheba, the Queen of Sheba, whoever came to visit him, right? One of the richest women on earth. She came, she gave him more, Solomon already rich. But she came with a whole truckload full of gifts to give him because of his wisdom, just to sit down and talk to him.
Right. Yeah, she was amazed at seeing him build the temple. And she's like, where did you get this blueprint from?
Right.
You know?
He got it strictly from the Lord. So to have that amount of wisdom is like, it's true riches. Especially if you're a man of the Lord. So think about it. We were running, and we heard us people right here, 2,000 and some odd years ago, if we heard, I heard Yahushua was out east. We running out east to go find him. Because what? We wanted to be filled. When he said I was not sent unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel, he's talking about the ones that were waiting on him to arrive. He was talking about them. The ones that were looking for him. Those are the ones he was talking about. He wasn't talking about the ones that were in the Gentile state of mind. He was talking about the ones that were coming for him, looking for him, waiting on the Messiah to show up, to give us the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to carry us through these times.
Hey, Gentile, what are you doing on the east side? That ain't the Lord. He wouldn't have came to that side.
Right. So, but the whole world will make us feel like we're poor, not understanding what we obtain. And they'll try to, in the upper, at least they want to suppress that. They don't want us, because they understand how impoverished they are. All they got is money, and they use that money to manipulate society to make people think that they're better than what they really are. Man, there's the 13 elite families. There's families on top of them that the world ain't even heard of before.
Hey,
that are really running everything.
hey, case in point, the movie with Will Smith called Hancock. He had the power of invulnerability. He had super strength. He had the power of flight, but he was considered poor. All right, he was laying on the street. He was a drunkard. All right, but and that shows what a weak mindset does. Even though he was a strong individual, he had a weak mindset. All right, go ahead. Oh no, but he had a weak mindset. But after that, he changed his mindset and he was able to actually do something. All right, put forth the image to where people could look towards him and get power from him, and they themselves become powerful. That's what Yahushua did. All right, Yahushua came down here in a lowly state, or as a commoner. Even though he was royalty, he came down here as a commoner to show us how we should walk.
Hey, God, they know what they did in that movie.
Gone.
From that point exactly, right? In order him for to stay strong and to get strong, what he had to do, get away from Esau.
God.
So, hey, God. So with that being said, we got to get away from, Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So we got to get away from that mentality, that standard that they set down here.
Well, get away from the strange woman.
Come on.
So the Proverbs talk about the lips of a strange woman. That strange woman are these philosophies that are put out in the atmosphere by the upper elites, but to indoctrinate people to believe in lies.
1 John 3:2. Beloved, now are we the sons of Yahweh, and it doeth not yet appear what we shall be.
Right, so in Luke, it gives the sons of God, right?
Yep.
A breakdown of the sons of God. And then in Romans 8:20, it says, the whole world waited for the manifestation of the sons of God. So now we're being built into a reflection of Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is.
Can you imagine to stand in the face of our deliverer and we're a reflection of him? He said, if right now it don't appear what we shall be, but we know when he shows up, we shall be like him and we shall see him for what he is. And we're gonna be that reflection of him. The Lord, just like how he told Moses, I have made you a God in front of Pharaoh, in front of my people. And then he's doing the same thing with his elect. We're gonna appear to be gods in front of these people, man. Like the teaching part is just a fraction of what we're gonna do. Man, we're gonna get, Lord willing, I'm part of that number. We're gonna get spiritual powers. They say that people shall be willing in the day of thy power. See that? So we're gonna be doing miracles like Yahushua was doing on the earth, and people are gonna snap into a slim. But the crazy part about it, even though seeing those miracles, 2/3 of our people are still gonna be in that docile state of mind.
Hey, we're gonna have the power of a judge in the times of old, and the power of a prophet. All right, we're gonna have the power of a judge and a prophet. Before this kingdom falls.
2 Peter 2:1-19. We have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed.
Right, so like the Lord puts words in our mouth that our enemies cannot gainsay nor resist. We have a more sure word of prophecy. You want to know why? Because the things that we prophesy are coming to pass. Right. Not like the 23rd and 24th and 25th rapture. Which we're still here till October now. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
And you still ain't showed up.
Right. Whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place, until the day dawn and the day star arises in your heart.
And that day star is Yahweh Shai. And when it arises in our mind, that goes in 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 15 to 16. It says, who shall know the mind of the Lord that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of Yahweh Shai and Mashiach. See, so when that day star arises in our heart, when a little peak of the sun, you know how the small little peak of the sun rises over the horizon, it's still bright as all get up. That's how it rises in our mind.
Psalm 91:14. Because he set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he have known my name.
Right, so we're known as the women of the Lord, being married to Yahweh Shai, right? Do you know a man would do anything when his woman finds favor in him, and his woman shows forth that? You know what I'm saying? So because we have set our desires on Yahweh Shai, right? he will deliver us because we know his name. That name includes his name and his doctrine, the word that he was passed down from the Father to him unto the elect. Because we set that. I was reading it the other day. It was said, it was Proverbs talking about a strange woman and a righteous woman, but it was really talking about philosophy. Talking about we probably talking about caressing her breasts or stuff like that. But it's really going in, falling in love with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh by Shema Shai.
Yeah, that's what I didn't want to get last week. All right. Psalms 91 and 15. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him.
And that starts now.
Yeah.
That starts now. It's one of the scariest things to see is to ask the Lord for something and he delivers.
I will be with him in the trouble.
That he'll show you that he's with you. Like he ain't walking around, oh, I'm the Lord. But no, you know.
That's the prayer of Azariah.
Right.
In the fire.
In the fire.
Yeah. So when we go through this affliction, and it's going to happen physically too. But to see this, to be able to witness the spiritual manifestation of the Lord being with you, man, there's no, you can't even explain that feeling. The only other feeling that you can compare to it is salvation.
I will deliver him and honor him with long life. That's the laws being put in your inward part, eternal life. With long life will I satisfy him and show him
what it means to be satisfied.
Right, and show him my salvation.
So we will, whatever that feels like, we can't even man. It said you can't even. What does Scripture say? Words can't even compare what the Lord has set up for those that love him. Right. We can't even find words to explain what the Lord has in store for us just for loving him. And really, it ain't us loving him; it's him loving us. And he gave us the mindset to return the love that he has for us, to reciprocate that to him by understanding his word. See that? So we're blessed to understand the truth and not be conformed to lies. Because just like I said before, if somebody really hates you, they'll let you believe a lie all the way to the soul. The Lord don't like them. You see what I'm saying? He said he's gonna let their backs be bend down their backs all the way.
Revelation 3 and 16. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth, because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods.
So some people choose the love of money instead of choosing the love of the Lord.
Yep, let me finish. Get to the point. And have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked.
They don't know. They don't understand. They walk around like in Genesis they were naked and not ashamed. But these people should be shameful because they're walking around without a covering. So they think their money and their riches is going to save them in the day of judgment. Because why? They found rest in this place, but they said that rest is a mirage though. It's a facade. It ain't real. It's just money. Money helps disguise a lot of things, right? Money, like the money helps disguise the pastor being wicked and teaching lies.
Come on.
See that? Money disguises the things that Diddy and Jay-Z and all these upper celebrities do. They wicked individuals, man.
Come on.
They involved with all types of wickedness, but that money covers that up. You know what I'm saying? They look like blessed people because of the money that they have. Those are individuals that consider gain to be godliness. But the Lord said, from such turn away. See, because they pierced themselves with hurtful lust. Like, and that's going to destroy them, to lead them all the way to their destruction.
Hey, going back to that point of wisdom, about knowing about wisdom, being introduced to wisdom. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, and I'm going to start at verse 21. It's like, it says, and all such things as are either secret or manifest, them I know. For wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me. For in her is an understanding spirit, holy one, only manifold, subtle, lively, clear, undefiled, plain, not subject to hurt, loving the thing that is good, quick, which cannot be ready to do good. I forgot what the point was that I wanted to bring this up. But basically, man, as far as when it comes to the knowledge and wisdom and understanding of the things that are going on out here, it's the wisdom of the Lord that taught us, man. You know, as Isaiah 33:6, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of our time. Not the knowledge and wisdom of this world, but the knowledge and wisdom of the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. So therefore, anything that we know or anything that we understand or anything that's brought to our attention, we know it by way of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai giving it to us. Man.
And the main way we know that is by using the scriptures as a measuring tool. The same way it says quick, anything that we see on the news, we quickly filter it through the scriptures. Or you might see a crazy incident that happened, and it looks so crazy, a little fake, but it's like, yo, if it is, all right, I'll say with the whole 3-eye atlas thing, it could be a comet or it could be a chariot. But whichever one it is, the Lord did it for the heathen to see His majesty and for us to see His glory. All right, whether it be a chariot or a comet, you know, whether it be one or the other. All right, so ultimately, the Spirit, or us using the scriptures as a measuring tool, we're able to quickly decipher through worldly things. Continue with that. Oh, never mind. All right, never mind. But
you know, and with that point alone, it could be like they don't know what it is. It could be the Lord up there skipping rocks in the heavens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? but what is He doing? He messing with their mind.
Right.
He
Right.
toying
Right.
with them, man. The
Right.
Lord controls everything. He probably up there laughing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Pop, I threw a rock out there the other day, man. He went to scatter and something. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Lord's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how powerful His majesty is. And we're able to understand His majesty when others are not able to understand it. That's pure love. Understand, be given the secrets of the Lord, man. Like, He put the world in their hearts so they can't know. The only thing we tell them what judgment's gonna be based upon the Lord's word, but they're not gonna see it until it comes. The Lord's gonna put them in that stupefied state of mind to where they're not gonna understand nothing until that day He shows up and start moving furniture.
Hey, like that was brought out earlier, Ezekiel 33, man. Hey, they sit before you as if it's a lovely song, but they honor you with them. They honor your words, but they don't do no actions behind it, man. So with that being said, hey, they're gonna know that a prophet has been among them, man. So the reason they're gonna know that a prophet has been among them, they've been sitting here listening as if, oh yeah, man, hey, they really believe in what they out there preaching. But hey, man, who knows if it's gonna happen or not? So guess what? In that day, they're gonna know that a prophet has been among them. Why? Because the things that they've been 1 foot in and 1 foot out on is gonna be coming to fruition, and it's gonna be too late for them to stand on the side of the Lord. So therefore, hey, it's just like you know, right before unaliving, right? They say your life flashed before your eyes. So that's how they're gonna know that a prophet has been among them. The reason why, because they're gonna go right back to that very moment of them being face to face with that prophet or prophets, and remembering exactly what those prophet or that prophet said that day. And then, yep,
I should have listened.
the prophet has been amongst me, man. Hey, he said that. I ain't believe it though. Can't do nothing now. So it's too late. So that's why the same must Lord after death by pain. Isaiah 55:6, seek the Lord while you may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Because guess what, man? Hey, once you choose to not take heed to the Lord, once He's calling out to you, He's going to tell you to go and cry to the gods which He have chosen. Let them deliver in your time of tribulation, man.
And they ain't gonna deliver.
Back you up on that point you said. Wisdom of Solomon 5:3. 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of His salvation.
Hey, come on, man. So the lies that Esau spewing out today about the UAPs, UFOs, whatever the case may be, that's what we're going to obtain salvation by, man. So they're going to be amazed at that, you know? So once they see that, they're going to, oh, man, hey, what's going on? Yeah, we've been talking. These are little green men, whatever the case may be, down the bottom. So they're going to see that that's actually the vehicles of our salvation, man.
So far beyond all that they look for.
Hey, so what they was looking for, once again, little green men, hey, them, well, they coming down here to cause hell, man. They ain't gonna do that. But hey, only for those that's who is given to for it to be given to that day, man. If your bullet got that name on it, you're gonna receive that bullet, you know?
And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he, talking about the prophet, whom we had sometime in derision in a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life a lifestyle, madness, and his end to be without honor.
Hey, come on. So they see what we doing up here, it has no honor to it, man. It's not going to come to a good end. That's how they feel. So within that day of our salvation, they're going to be amazed, man. Hey, how are these dudes up here that we accounted for the slaughter, how they being accounted for the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah saints, man. How they get to be a part of that number, man. You know, the number that they all yearn for, you know. So with that being said, they're going to be amazed. They're going to be jealous. They're going to be mad. It's going to be national teeth in that day too as well, man. Hey, shit, they're going to be, Lord, have we? Nah, shit, I ain't. Hey, boy, I ain't even flew a kite by your house. I don't even know how you even thought to sit there and say, you serve me, man. So with that being said, they're going to be amazed in that day, man. What we out here doing, hey, is actually, our works are going to carry over, as the elder brought out earlier, man. These works are going to be accounted for. We're doing it for a reason. Why? Because it's going to be a ticket that we're going to be able to cash in that time in order to obtain salvation, man. We're going to be able to obtain salvation wherein by the works wherein we have believed, you know.
Right. And they're going to say this, verse 8. What have pride profited us? Or what good have riches with our vaunting brought us? All those things are passed away like a shadow, and as a post that hasteth by, and as a ship that passeth over the waves of water, which when it is gone by, the trace thereof cannot be found, neither the pathway of the keel in the wave, or as when a bird, basically this heaven is passing away, you know. New heaven,
yeah,
new
the
earth.
system that they fighting for to uphold and keep erect is gonna be torn down and passed away. So everything they work for on this side, they're just gonna see it vanish.
Yep, there you go. Oh, verse 14. For the hope of the ungodly is like the dust that is blown away with the wind, the destruction. Like a thin froth that is driven away with the storm, like as the smoke which is dispersed here and there with the tempest, and passeth away as the remembrance of a guest that tarrieth but a day.
So after that guest tarry for a day and leave, you ain't gonna remember him no more.
Yep.
That everything about that person that leaves right along with them.
Yeah, you remember them, but it's like somebody passed away, kind of, and you sitting there looking at the stuff that they left, or the seat they was just sitting in, and they're not there no more.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be looking on this earth like, damn, where is he? Where's the Esau? Yeah. They were just ruling the earth. Where the dollar at?
Where he at?
You know? It says, but the righteous shall live forevermore. Their reward also is with Yahushua, and the care of them is with the Most High.
Care of them. So that's why he's like, man, don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about your body. Don't worry about your raiment. Don't worry about tomorrow. So this is to the days the evils thereof. I got everything covered for you. Just worry about doing my work.
Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown. Not just any crown, but a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand. For with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them.
He was the right hand in the arm of warrior Yahushua. He gonna cover and protect us.
Not just any crown, beautiful crown.
Beautiful crown. And Yahushua gonna give it to him. You see that? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wear mine cut to the side. You know what I'm saying? But
Put on my throat.
but that's beautiful. There's nothing that society can give us that can compare to that, man. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine your children looking at you in the kingdom like, damn, Dad, like you really stuck with it and brought us. You know what I'm saying? And we looking at Yahushua like, dang, Yahushua, you really stuck with us and brought us through it. And then Yahushua looking at Yahweh like, you really brought us through it. See how that reciprocates? And all the glory goes back to Yahweh, man. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? And Yahweh was willing to give some of that glory unto the people he chose, to his friends, man. So we're going to see the true friends of the Lord, man.
Speaking of the friends, right? Because the Lord, Yahushua reveals his secrets to his friends, right? To his prophets, right? This is the book of St. John, chapter 14 and 15. Henceforth, I call you not servants.
Right? Everybody got to serve the Lord, whether you're on the right hand side or the left hand side. Everybody's a servant of the Lord. It's all according to what your job is. Esau's serving the Lord. Man. The Lord wrote the blueprint for Esau to do everything that he's doing. You know, but there's a difference between servants of the Lord and friends.
For the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth.
Right. So the servant, don't nobody, these other nations, 2/3 of our people don't know the plans that the Lord has that has set in store. But guess what? He told them to his friends. Go ahead.
But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you.
See that? The secrets that was made known unto the Father, that the Father told Yahushua, he told us. Hey, you got that, Wisdom of Solomon 7:26?
Yeah, this was Solomon 7:27, right? It says, and being but one, she can do all things, and remaining in herself.
Hey, you need to stay out my head, too. That's the second week in a row you did that.
She maketh all things new, and in all ages entering into holy souls.
But see that, like that connection that we have right there, because we have the same mindset of Yahweh Yahushua. We always we're speaking on something they already know, because they got the same spirit within them. See what I'm saying? I knew he's going straight to that because of what, you know what I'm saying, the demographic of the conversation. Our conversation is in heaven. That's where our citizenship is. So that's where we dwell. Go ahead.
We'll start back from the top. It says, Wisdom of Solomon 7:27, and being but one, she can do all things, and remaining in herself, she maketh all things new, and in all ages entering into holy souls.
Right, so those are the things that Yahushua told us that Yahweh told him. That's the wisdom, that's the secrets. Go ahead.
She maketh them friends of the Most High and prophets.
See that? Wisdom of Yahweh Yahushua makes us friends of Yahweh Yahushua and prophets. Now, I'm going to tell you something to go tell the world, and I got a reward for you for doing it because you're my friend, man. I have befriended you just like how you befriended Abraham. Just like how you befriended King David. Those are true friends of the Lord, man. And we become like, you know what you would do for a friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Yahushua is the ultimate friend. Look what he did, the sacrifice he made. We just finished the Day of Atonement a couple of days ago, man, and you know, Yahushua became our ultimate atonement, and he was slaughtered and mutilated by our people, man, by the hands of the Romans. But still, he understood the assignment of what he had to do in order for us to get to a chance of salvation. And we wouldn't be able to understand. He wouldn't be able to tell us those things if he didn't do what he needed to do to break the seals, because it was sealed. All these prophecies were sealed in the book of Daniel. Well, Yahushua came down to break the seal. And he was the only one worthy to break the seal. So he had to go through what he went through in order for us to have a chance of salvation. He could have did it by himself and been out here by himself. My daddy made this for me anyway. You know what I'm saying? But no, he said, I want to bring my friends too. Remember those friends you had made for me, Lord, that we made? I want to bring them too. Like, well, this is what you got to do. You know?
Hey, one more verse. Wisdom of Solomon 7:28. For Yahweh Bashem Yahushua loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom.
Right. You don't want nobody else but the ones that dwell with wisdom. That's why King David in Psalm 51 and 5, it says, thou desirest truth in thy inward parts. That's what the Lord desires. Somebody with a mindset of truth. And it only comes from him. So he desires the ones that have his mindset. He hates the wicked.
He hates the sin and the sinner.
Right.
I know that was good.
Hey.
Back at 2 John, chapter 14.
Actually, that's just regular John.
Saint John.
So good. Verse 16, chapter 14, verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that you should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. So come, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua didn't choose, we didn't choose him, he chose us. He put us out here to do the work, right? He chose us to come out here to feed the people, to push forth that good fruit, right? To raise up other good fruit.
He does the ordaining.
Right.
You'll hear a lot of individuals. Well, I awoke to the Lord. You know, da 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 da. You should say, the Lord woke me up in such and such time. All right, not. Make sure we're always putting ourselves lower than the Lord, because a lot of individuals who claim they love the Lord, they know the Lord, they always put themselves either above the Lord or right at the Lord's level. We have to make sure that we have to remain servants unto the Lord. All right, servants unto the Lord.
I got one. Land backing off the bishop and the elder talking about the crowns that we're going to receive, Lord willing. This is 2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 7. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. That's enduring to the end. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord Yahweh Shah, the righteous judge, shall give me at the day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing. All the men is going to be looking, hastening the day of the Lord, waiting for him to appear, waiting for him to come, doing the things that's pleasing to the Lord.
Appearing, at his appearing. What's the name? 2/3 of our, I don't say 2/3, but these wicked Israelite camps, ISUPK, IUIC, they don't talk about the appearing of Yahushua. All right, they don't even, sometimes, a lot of times they don't call on the name of Yahushua, but they don't talk about the appearing of Yahushua. Now he's going to be seen coming in the clouds. How his majesty, Yahushua's majesty, the majesty of the angels and the majesty of Yahweh is going to be brought forth to the world, into this realm. All right, the appearing of Yahushua.
Yeah, remember they're gonna give us in all the places where we put the shame in. Think about it. When we came over here in slavery, what they did, buck breaking, in front of our families. But then when Yahushua returns, our family's gonna get to see us get crowned.
Right.
And then they're gonna get crowned themselves.
Right.
You know, our family's gonna get to see us exalted and see us lifted up, knowing that they'll be lifted up too.
Those that inheritance is coming back unto us. All right, I was reading Joshua and it was going into the inheritance of this tribe from this coast to this hill. All right, the Lord has things hidden for us. The Lord has things set for us. All right, the constellations out there. That's probably one constellation per tribe. All right, a star system that we have to inhabit.
Where's that? Oh, yeah. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 11 and verse 26. It says, for it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways. You know, so hey, striving to the truth and to death, the Lord shall fight for you. You know what I'm saying? Striving for the truth, fighting that good fight. You know what I'm saying? You know, laboring in the Lord is where you're gonna find rest. It's where you're gonna find salvation. You know.
John 14:1. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in Yahweh, believe also in me.
Come on, baby. If you believe in Yahweh, believe also in Yahushua. Don't be troubled by anything that's going on in this realm.
That's right. And that shows you that that's not the Holy Trinity. In my Father's house are many mansions.
Right. Hey, if the earth is the footstool of Yahweh, all right, what more than the Shemayim that surround the earth?
Yep. In my Father's house are many mansions, planets.
Yeah, come on.
All right. If it were not so, I would have told you, I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go, which he did go, and prepare a place for you, I will come again.
Right. So if there's nothing out in the Shemayim, if there's nothing out there, all right, the Lord wouldn't mention it. The Lord wouldn't talk about how he fashioned the beams of heaven, all right, how he set the earth on its foundation. Esau wouldn't be trying to go so hard to go out into the Shemayim. They're building aircraft carriers and stuff like that in a low orbit space, trying to build a golden dome, trying to maneuver satellites and stuff like that, because they want to exalt themselves as the Lord. But ultimately, Yahweh is going to exalt us like that. We're going to be the satellites that orbit the earth.
Yeah, they'll never get there. They're trying to get to Mars. 300 something light years away.
Right.
They go about light years or something like that. And yeah, they got the chariots. They got the chariots that can do warp speed. They can just appear here.
Right.
They can teleport. You know. And us, we're gonna be able to go out there and inhabit the heavens, inhabit the sea. You know, inhabit the forest, all the places we were afraid of. Right. You know, being human.
Right. Yeah, being human. Come on.
He said, I have said ye are gods. He said, and if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also.
Right.
And whither I go, ye know, the way, he knows.
Yahweh
Esau don't know the way to the Father.
Right.
They're like, all right, we should go to the right, to the left.
Right,
Let's
right,
go towards
right.
Mars. Let's go towards head, towards the sun.
Let's go to a moon of Jupiter.
The Lord said the way to Yahweh is right here. To look in the mirror and to look in His book. It's within you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yahweh right now is preparing a place for us in the heavens, what scientists call outer space. He's preparing it for us. They say right now, I was reading an article, how that there's a wave going through the universe that's pushing stars out of place, and it's steadily approaching Earth. All right, the voice of the Lord has gone out, and everything is being put in motion, so that His word comes out unto Him void.
Yeah, they said the kingdom of heaven is within you. Now they want to put stuff into the body.
Right, exactly,
The
yeah.
universe is within.
They're trying to get that kingdom of heaven
They
within
trying to find a
us.
way to get to God. They going after the God gene.
Yep.
They'll never find it, man.
They'll never. Yahweh is never going to open their eyes and unclog their ears to His majesty and to His power. He's going to show them, and He's going to allow them to hear His majesty through terror. All right, what the scripture we brought out earlier, through terror. All right, they're going to know the Lord by seeing a tornado pick up 1,000 people and throw them somewhere. They're going to be like, oh, this the Lord's doing.
They're going to Lord the Lord to see the 10-foot-tall so-called black man.
Right.
Like Silver Surfer.
They're gonna be like, oh, we all knew aliens was real. All right, and the ship opened up, and it looked like somebody from off the block. They're gonna be in fear. They're gonna be in fear. A bearded man with
real life soul plane.
Right, real life. They're gonna be stricken with fear.
Revelation 1:7. Behold, He cometh with clouds.
Right.
Every eye shall see Him, and they also which pierced Him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of Him. Even so,
all kindreds of the earth shall wail for Him. All right, when they see an individual in their mind like Superman, all right, tearing up this place, they're not going to be able to do anything. They know they're going to hide themselves. They're going to, the elites, they're going to get in their bunkers. But for the common man who's been living in wanton, living in pride and arrogance, all right, they're ultimately going to be thrust through. They're just going to realize, oh damn, everything was vain. Well, I should have listened to the prophets. They spoke of these things. I should have cast up my riches in heaven rather than here in this realm, here on in this earth. Any more?
You done?
I got one. We was going into the inheritance, right? You mentioned the inheritance. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High, or Yahweh. And if children, then heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Yahweh Shah Mashiach. If so be that we suffer with Him, that we may be also glorified together. Going into that salvation, that we are the children of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, that it's for us to come out to do the work so we can be glorified with the Lord in that day, with Yahweh Shah in that day, man.
Hey, one thing about that movie, Eddie Murphy, Coming to America. Hey, that was a decent representation of what we're going through right now. We are princes. All right, we're not kings yet. We're princes. We have an inheritance that's going to be given unto us when our Father allows it to be given unto us. Right now, we have to play that role of the servant. Or he went to a fast food. It was a rip off of McDonald's. I forget what it's called. McDowell's. But he was just a common broom pusher. All right, that's all he did. He just mopped the floors. But when somebody came in there trying to rob the place, he had the discipline, he had the tact, he had the wisdom, all right, to disarm that man and just do away with it. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is giving us that tact. He's giving us that wisdom to be able to properly navigate the wiles of the devil. Go ahead.
This is 2 Esdras, chapter 2, verse 42. I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people, whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them, there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest.
That young man with the high stature is Yahweh Shai, whom the Romans and 2/3 of our people slew.
And the world ignorantly calls Jesus. His name is Yahweh Shai.
Right, let me get the image of it real quick. Revelation 1:13. You have to speak on. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, That's the 7 churches of Asia Minor. You know what I mean? One like unto the Son of Man, clothed with the garment down to the foot,
That's why we teach out here with garments down to the foot.
and girt about the paps with the golden girdle. Actually, he had a robe on. That was a garment. All right, girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So the head on his head and his hairs, which means the hair on your face,
Like this.
right? White like wool.
All right. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
All right. It gave you color and it gave you the texture. All right.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
All right, because he had righteous indignation and judgment upon his mind. All right, how people, the eyes are the window to the soul. All right, he has it within his soul to come and judge this place. He has it within his soul to come and destroy this wicked kingdom.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
And if you don't got no medical thing going on, the same color as your feet is the same color as the rest of your body. So if that depiction right there of Yahushua, of who people call Jesus, if his feet were like unto fine brass, as if they burned into a furnace, that means that the rest of his body is going to be like unto fine brass that burned into a furnace, a dark brown color. All right, like you take a pic of any dark brown individual you see up here.
Oh, okay. Back at 2nd Esdras, chapter 2, verse 43. And in the midst of them, there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest. And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, right, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. Right. So going into Yahushua, right? We were just going over the breakdown of Yahushua and what he looked like in the scriptures, right? If it wasn't important, they wouldn't have put it in there, for one. Right? And this is going into how the Lord is going to crown us in that day. Right? And he's a taller statue, meaning he's more exalted than us as well. But we're going to be exalted by the Lord in that day, when, the day of salvation, man. He's going to put crowns on our heads as well. It says, so I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. Now are they crowned and receive palms. Right, so that name is very important. If you don't know the Most High name, if you don't know his only begotten Son's true name in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, right, because nobody called him by the name JC for one, right, or Jehovah or any of that. Right, his true name of the Most High is Yahweh. The true name of his only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai. Right, if without those names, you're gonna be in a sad case, man.
Hey, and another reason why the name of the Lord is important is imagine you go up to a person who you call your friend, or a person who you call your boss, all right, but you're calling them by a different name. They're not gonna incline themselves unto you, all right. And if you know. And if you do know somebody for like a long time, and like let's say you've been going to work and you know your coworker, y'all been talking up at the job for like a year, and then you ask them after a year, "Hey, bro, what's your name?" He'll be like, "Bro, like all this time we've been yucking it up. You don't even know my name, bro." Like that, it's offensive. So if you call yourself a man of the Lord, you call yourself a prophet, you have to tell that source. All right, the same way you have to, in school, we had to give current events, and we had to quote our sources of where we got the information from. All right, what we have to show the source of our power, and the foundation of our power is Yahushua, who the world calls Jesus, and his source, all right, who he was created by is Yahweh. All right, he exists.
Oh, no, go ahead and make your point.
I was gonna say go even further than that. You know, the Lord Yahweh likens Israel to a woman, right? So what woman doesn't know her husband's name? You know, you go. Any woman goes to her husband and calls her husband by a different name, she's done for. She's cut off. It's a wrap. Okay, or worse. You know, she's gonna meet sword destruction, pretty much. So that's how you have to look at this thing. You know, if you want to put it in sensible terms. You know, we're likened to a woman, Israel, nation, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So we have to know the husband's, name, true name, and we have to call him by such.
And even even in the times of old, our people they did prearranged marriages. They were like, a woman, we got this individual, this man, that you're going to be a spouse, that you're espoused to, they're not going to say, oh, just wait to get to know him once he married, once y'all married. No, they're going to be like, oh, his name this, he's the son of this, his account is like this, he looks like this. All right, we're going to have knowledge of him. We're going to have knowledge and wisdom of him.
Hosea 2:16. And it shall be at that day, saith Yahweh, that thou shalt call me Ishi, and shall call me no more Ba'ali.
And that's husbandman, right?
Yeah, yep.
So
good. So originally we were married to the Most High. And the word marriage goes into covenant. We broke that covenant, so the Lord disannulled our covenant, our marriage, right? And now he married us to his son. He made an agreement with us with his son. So in these times, we're no longer going to call him Ba'ali, which would be plural for Ba'alim or idols. Any other idol's name, we're going to say we're going to know who he is. That's our husband, right? So we're going to know who we're married to, spiritually, in the covenant with. All right? So that's what it says that. And it shall be at that day, saith Yahweh, that thou shalt call me Ishi, meaning husbandman. We're going to say that's the husbandman, because back then, during the time of Hosea, they were believing in Yahweh, but they were doing idolatry under his name. You see that?
Right.
So he was like, yo, ain't gonna be no confusion in that day. You know what I mean? He says, right? For I will take away the names of Baalim out of their mouth, her mouth.
Hey,
it said that.
As
out of her mouth.
As America's falling, everyone is going to be aware of, that idol that individual worship, or even the individual themselves, it's no power. Right. All right, what's the name? Come on, go ahead.
Yeah, let me finish it real quick. And they shall no more be remembered. They shall no more be remembered by their name.
Go on.
And I will betroth thee unto me forever. Yea, I will betroth thee unto me in righteousness and in judgment and in long loving kindness and in mercy.
Right, so we'll be able to have on a white wedding gown, white garment. Like nowadays when they get married or whatnot, when they go to pick up the wedding dress, if they're not pure, they get one that's off-white, right? So that's why you see clean wedding dresses like that, because they're not pure. But in that day, we will be purified, totally clean to be betrothed to him, because he can't take us now because we're unclean. So we had to be. That fountain that was open for cleanliness was Yahweh Shai, so we had to be married unto. We had to be cleansed by Yahweh Shai in order to be able to be brought to him.
All right.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 2 and verse 30. It says, "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am the Lord their power. For I give them a heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name."
Oh yeah.
Think upon my name.
You want to break it down?
But the ones that don't,
just plain and simple. We're gonna think upon the Lord's name in the land of our captivities. It's also in John it says, "I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou hast given me."
Right. So you think we're gonna, in the land of our captivity, we're gonna remember ourselves and not remember his name? I remember me, but I don't remember you. No.
Hey, a good movie to watch is a movie called Lion, where this little Indian kid, he lost his way from a real small village, and he was living in Australia around Edomites, and he was just like, okay, I'm, when in Rome, do as the Romans do, and he smelled the food, and he instantly remembered, damn, I'm lost, because he got picked up by an orphanage, and he remembered, I was supposed to be going home to my mom and my little sister, but instead I got caught up in all this. I'm over here in Australia, and then he pretty much just, went back into looking for his origin. And that's what we men up here teaching are doing, and that's what we want individuals out there who who have an inclination unto the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to do as well. All right, look into the footsteps of our fathers and how they incline themselves into the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doeth not know, my people do not consider. Sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters, they have forsaken Yahweh, They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are all gone backwards.
So the Lord is going to send judgment on 2/3 of our people because they continue to moonwalk.
Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my power.
Hey, that right there debunks the whole rapture doctrine. All right, that right there. All right, it says they have to go through the furnace of affliction, all right, being refined as gold is refined. All right, and then even more so, there was one part right after the gold being refined, selected.
I will try them as gold is tried, and they shall call on my name, and I will hear them.
Right, and with that being tried, that's going to make us turn unto the Lord even more. All right, when we're in times of happiness and joy, we praise the Lord for the happiness and joy that we have. In times when we're in depression and sorrow, we call unto the Lord to bring us to give us the strength to get through that depression and that sorrow, to continue to shine the light in this dark place, no matter what. You got any more?
No, that was it.
Anybody else?
All right, we're gonna close it.
Hey. Oh, I had something going back to that word confess. Look.
This Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased thy last end, at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So just going into how we're going to be acceptable men, going through, we're going to be basically tried in this tribulation, right? Going through the tribulation, but the Lord is refining us to be that perfect gold block in that diamond to be able to withstand the wiles of the devil in that time. Man.
Precept for you. Isaiah 48:9. For my name's sake will I defer mine anger. You're going to take his anger away from Israel. And for my praise will I refrain from thee, for thee, that I cut thee not off. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. For mine own sake, even for mine own sake will I do it. For how should my name be polluted? And I will not give my glory unto another. Hearken unto me, O Jacob and Israel, my call. I am he. I am the first. I am also am the last.
See the call, right? Jacob, the Israelites, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the chosen ones, the people that have been called out, right? He's doing this. He has called this for his name's sake, right? And his name will not be polluted, meaning his words, all this prophecy will be fulfilled, and nothing will be returned unto him void, right? Within that, the elect is going to be risen up to be able to come out here and do the work, and to show people that the Lord has changed us to that perfect diamond, that gold, that hard gold block, where nothing can come against us, man. We'll be pure and righteous and full of wisdom.
Right.
But again, it's all for the Lord's sake. It was for his sake, man. Not for our sake, you know. It's for his name's sake, man. That's how important his name is.
I want to bring this out right here. This actually goes back to what the bishop was saying about, you know, the wedding gown and having on the white dress versus the off-white dress. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 7, and verse 13. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, what are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence came they? And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, these are they which came out of great tribulation, and have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Therefore are they before the throne of Yahweh, and serve him day and night, in the temple, and he that sitteth on the throne shall dwell among them. All right, so they came out of the tribulation, this time that we're in right now. All right, overcoming these obstacles, these stumbling blocks, all these doctrines, the wine of this place. Okay, the robe and the what is it? The garment of Babylon. Okay, that we had to put off. We've come through this thing. Okay, oh Lord willing, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we come through this thing and make it, okay, with the white robes. Okay, so that we can sit before the throne of our Almighty Father, the same God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Yahweh, all time.
That's gonna be the ultimate of ultimate graduation ceremony. But instead of the hat, we moving the tassel to the side. We gonna have a crown. We gonna throw the crowns at Yahweh's feet once it's all over. It's like you are now crowned, you know, pillars of Israel. We're gonna be like, hey, pray to you, Yahweh's. We're gonna cast our crowns at His feet because He's always worthy of the glory for giving that sacrifice that He gave with the Lord, the work the Lord gave Him to do.
This 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praise of Him who have called you out of darkness into this marvelous light, which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, which are not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy. And we obtained mercy through getting the understanding from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We were once a no people, calling ourselves black, Puerto Rican, whatever the case may be, to being called Yasharah, the children of the living power. You know what I'm saying? A chosen generation. And this is that chosen generation.
Hey, Con, and just like the brother brought up, man, hey, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua called us out of the darkness to this marvelous light, man.
Right.
Calling us into this light of knowing who we are, knowing who He is, and going back to the point that was brought out earlier in 2nd Esdras chapter 2, man. Hey, so that's why we're going to be crowned. Why? Because we're going to get out here and confess who the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is. You can bring that up about
It's back in 2nd Esdras chapter 2, verse 45. He answered and said unto me, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High.
Hey, henceforth confess the name of the Most High, man. Hey, with the false doctrine, the false religion, Catholics, man. When they go into a confessional, what are they going in there to do? To admit the truth. All right, so that's why we get out here and confess the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, admitting that that's the true name of the Lord, man. So when you go into that word confess, it says the first synonym there is admit. When you go to admit, it means to confess to be true, or to the case be typically to confess to be true, man. So that's what we out here doing, confessing that the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is true. Keep going with
that. It says, now are they crowned and receive palms.
So that's why we're going to receive palms, and that's why we're going to be crowned, man. Why? Because we're out here confessing the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Hey, no, it's not Jesus, it's not Jesus, it's not Yahshua, it's not Yahweh. Hey, it's not many names. You only got one name. It's Acts 4:12 states. It's only one name given amongst men under heaven, whereby we must be saved, man. His mama named me Yahweh. That's what we go call this.
That's right.
All right. Verse 46, then said I unto the angel, what young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord.
So come on, man, we're confessing that name against the world, right? So by us confessing that the name of the Lord, Yahweh, by us confessing that the name of the Lord is Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, hey, we got to stand stiffly on that. Why? Because it's going to be people that's coming up, combating against that name. So guess what? We got to stand 10 toes on the name, for the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. So that's why we're going to receive palms. Why? Because we're standing stiffly, firmly rooted in the foundation of the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man.
It's funny that verbiage, that saying 10 toes down has been started surfacing a lot lately, like in these times. To be 10 toes down in something is like to be immovable, all right, unmovable. I just like it's like impregnable. So it's you have to have a foundation in this place. You have to be 10 toes down to something, or you have to be able to have 1,000 miles wind blowing upon you, but you don't move from your foundation. And a lot of people don't have that in today's time. A lot of people have sand as their foundation. All right, they're gonna get blown away by every wind of doctrine. All right, going to sink in that sand. All right, we're going to be consumed by that destructive wind that blows upon them.
Also, the Lord gonna make them be 10 toes down for the system. They're gonna have to stand on it. It's like, this is what you calling on, this is what you believing in.
Right.
The Lord gonna be like, all right, stand on it.
Yep.
And take whatever comes with it. Like, we're 10 toes down, meaning like, it don't matter what you say, this is what I stand for, nothing else. So we're gonna see what you stand for and what we stand for, and we're gonna see which one we stand.
Who they call Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, whose Hebrew names were Azariah, Mishael, and Hananiah. All right, before they spoke unto the king, they say, "I will not be careful what I say to you." All right, because that was a serious situation that they were in. All right, it was literally life or death, and to be at that point in your life, you don't want to sugarcoat your words when you're speaking on the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, he's like, he didn't want to be careful. He wanted to make sure he spoke the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai truthfully and sincerely, thoroughly, clearly.
He wanted to make sure Nebuchadnezzar knew what he stood on.
Right, for real,
like,
for real.
I ain't gonna be like, no, please, no. This is what it is, and that's it.
Precept.
He ain't trimming his ways to see.
Real quick. Isaiah 47:10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. Thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me.
There are so many people that trust in their witchcraft, them being Wiccans or Gothic or whatever, but ultimately trusting in America, like the elder said, trusting in America, trusting his vain, deceitful ways.
Yeah. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it ariseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thine enchantments.
Right.
Read that again.
Right.
See that?
Right.
See that?
Right.
Stand down on that enchantment. See that? He said he gonna make you stand on it.
Stand, yep, you got it. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail.
How long is
Sorry, go ahead, my bad.
No, so how long has Esau been perfecting his technology and his AI just for it to have no chance at all to stand against the Lord?
Hey, they perfected the AI just for it to do the Lord's will.
Yeah.
They was testing AI
Just to
in
tell the
different war simulations, and each time for AI, it planned on for it to basically induce WW3, man. And by it doing that, it was going to launch off all the missiles, attack all their enemies. So, hey, with that being said, it's just go fulfill the Lord's will, if anything.
Yeah, they put the AI through like a simulation of how the world's gonna be at such and such time, and every artificial insemination that you put it through, it led to World War III.
Every artificial simulation.
You know what I meant.
That's like in the Avengers. I don't know if y'all saw the movie the Avengers or whatever with Doctor Strange. All right, so supposedly ran through every scenario that could possibly happen.
Yeah, he was like,
and at the end, it ended with Iron Man dying. You know, that was the only scenario that it came with. Well, they put AI through all these different simulations. Okay, I don't know, probably millions upon millions, and it all ended the same way.
Right.
All right, with utter destruction of this place on the Babylon the Great.
Right, bro.
The Lord say, stand now with thine enchantments. He gonna make you stand on whatever you standing on, whatever you 10 toes down for in this time. You gonna have to be 10 toes down for when the Lord show up.
Hey.
You ain't gonna be able to move and switch sides.
That's a scary thing. I know some of the brothers here remember. We met a dude downtown, Yoga Foot, what we call him. That was his whole thing. He was like, aligning your chakras and stuff like that. So people gonna have to when you can't go to Walmart, when you can't go to Target, all right, when you can't go down to the food pantry to the Salvation Army, people are gonna have to lean on their enchantments that they've been doing to get by in this society. They're gonna have to continue to do it, even though they know it's the wrong thing, even though they know it's not helping them ultimately, but they're still going to be led to do it because it's the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because it's their lot to be in ultimately. We have to pray this like
because hey, it's the only thing they're gonna know. I mean, how you gonna know the Lord in that day? It's gonna be a famine of the word.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What's
So
that
you gotta,
thing that be moving around the house?
huh?
Sage? Yeah, sage ain't gonna save me.
Sage ain't gonna help you.
Yeah. That's disrespectful to the Most High. Us, we'd rather say, the sage, you'll say, hey, sage getting the evil out or to protect me. Well, we pray to the Most High to protect us. All we gotta do is call on his name.
And the sage just help it smell good. That's it.
That's you saying you got more power than the Lord.
Right.
Hey, the brother thing y'all said a post, it was like she burned the sage to get the wicked spirits out, and she the wicked.
And, what I mean by that is, just like they trust in sage, they trust in their weapons, they trust in their gold and silver. So by doing so, they're saying they're more powerful than the Lord. We need the Lord to save us.
We don't need anything, no physical item. You don't need no physical item, to pray on or to, to keep your mind on to help you get through these times. You need Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. You need to be worshiping, repenting, praying, right?
Yeah, no doomsday preppers.
No doomsday preppers. Right. Because the bunkers ain't gonna save you. So if a bunker can't save you, ain't no damn sage gonna be able to help you. Like, come on, man.
This is coming that way. They talking about something.
hey, they put on the armor made out of sage.
Burn good.
Right, yeah, like a sage armor.
Well cooked.
I guess you can wrap it up.
Jab.
Nah, we'll keep going.
All right. Yeah. So that's it. Y'all got any nice closing?
I got one on the point he was just making. We ain't gonna be able to do nothing through ourselves. We're gonna have to put all that trust and care to the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. This is Psalms chapter 44, and I'm gonna start at verse 5. It says, "Through thee will we push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us." Through thy name. "For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. But thou hast saved us from our enemies, and hast put them to shame that hated us. In Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, we boast all the day long, and praise thy name forever. Salah." Hey, so come, man. Hey, now what they was called? Black Panthers, there you go. NFAC, not messing around coalition. Islam, what his name is? I can't think his name. Farrakhan. There we go. Hey, Khan, hey, you can't build up no army to be able to save you out of this, what's to come. No, you got to put that trust and that care into the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That's why in the book of Deuteronomy, no man shall buy thee, meaning going into that word, no man shall redeem thee. Why? Because we have the ultimate redeemer, which is the Lord Yahushua, and that's who our redeemer is. So therefore, if you're not trusting in him to redeem you, shit your ass grass, man. Right.
And he the lawnmower.
He the wine press.
In the weeds. That's it right there.
To that being the wine press. I mean, trading the wine press alone.
So I guess that's the end of the lesson. We're gonna close it, giving praise to the Lord. Cow,
Lion,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bashem,
Yahushua, Bashem, Ha, Kadash, Mama.
Double
honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Double honors again to our apostle Harawan Ban Yasharala, to the Lions Den Camp in Shalom.
Shalom.
No, you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
You good? No, you did it right.
You dive right in it. You good. Just like double.
We're all brothers, yeah.
You gotta do that. We're one body.
Right, yeah,
We're together.
Are you sure you want to start?